Welcome to a special episode of our Fire Emblem Golden Deer playthrough. Here, so as not to bog down our live games with support, we'll go through the supports available to us at this time. Now, this has been after the post skip, and quite a few supports are reaching their A rank. As you can see, we have quite a few to go through. I'll mostly let them play and give a little commentary on them, so I hope that you enjoy. I'm Ndonosci, and let's start with Claude. Now, Claude has his A rank with Shamir available, and that appears to be it, so let's get started right away.
You remember this place? This is where your dagger almost took my nose off.
Ah, yes, the poisonous spider.
That, of course, refers to their C rank affection.
You really scared me senseless back then. I thought I was about to die.
I would not take a life without reason.
Ever since then, I've been intrigued by you. Somehow, I keep returning to this spot.
For a nap, I'm sure.
You see right through me, don't you? But it's true that I think about you a lot. What are you gonna do once the war is over? Have you decided on your next place to belong?
I haven't given it much thought.
Will you go back to Dagda?
There was no one waiting for me there, and no reason to hurry back. Besides, I've grown accustomed to the nomadic lifestyle. I can make do wherever I find myself. Though, I may be interested in visiting Almyra.
Oh.
Almyra? That's a bit out of nowhere.
It's as far from my homeland as possible. That's reason enough for me.
Seems to be
And
a
you?
good reason for lots
Where
of
will
people.
you go?
Oh, I haven't decided anything just yet. But if you're heading to Almyra, maybe I should pay a visit to Dagda.
Why would you do that?
Because it's where you grew up. That certainly warrants a look. And once we've both seen our fill, how about we plan to meet back up somewhere in Fodlan?
And do what?
We can tell each other where we're headed next. Who knows, we might find ourselves belonging in the same place again. Though if we do, I hope it'll turn out to be more permanent than this temporary coincidence.
We can decide where we belong when we get there.
True. The future's more fun when you don't know what it holds. I look forward to finding out, Shamir.
I really think that was quite a sweet A rank. Not all the A ranks are so sweet. Now, Lorenz has quite a few available, as you can see. I'm not really all that pleased, as Lorenz is not my favorite character, but he has grown on me as he himself has grown as a character. So we're going to start with, I think, our C rank for Mercedes.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Are you all right?
Yes, Ow! I'm fine. I just twisted my ankle.
Oh, that won't do. Come, take my hand. Let's get you to the infirmary.
Are you sure it's okay to be seen helping me?
Why would it not be?
I thought you only extended your kindness to the nobility.
Certainly not. To aid a commoner in need is the most noble endeavor of all. Not only that, but you were injured by my carelessness. It is doubly my duty to assist.
And see, he genuinely believes that, and it wasn't until our A rank between Lorenz and myself that it was indicated that he had found himself mistaken, that the nobility must serve to protect the commoners, and in such the commoners must serve to work for the nobles. He thought that nobody in the commoners' rank would ever hold any great meaning to history, as no one had meant anything to history in 1,000 years, not since Nemesis, and Nemesis did not actually end very well. So back in the C rank, which would have been available prior to the time skip, you can see that Lorenz has very similar tones.
In that case, I'll gladly accept your offer.
Good. There does not appear to be any real swelling, so you should heal swiftly.
Thank you so much for escorting me.
Walking on it will still be unpleasant. Allow me to lend you my shoulder, at least as far as your room.
If you're still offering to help, then I can't say no.
There you are, safe and sound. I will take my leave.
Thank you again, Lorenz.
And I like
No.
that.
I think I've learned something about you.
If you've been watching our lives, you know that I've gone back and forth on Lorenz a lot, and there is a genuineness to him. I don't agree with a lot of his points of view, but there's a significant genuineness to him.
What is that?
In truth, it's not that you only extend your kindness to noble women. It's that you can't even see us of lower birth.
Excuse me?
You and I have been together all this time, but never once did you look me in the eye.
I hadn't noticed. But you will have to excuse any perceived rudeness. As the heir to House Gloucester, I have a duty. I must ask you to forget about me. Farewell.
Forget about him? What could that possibly mean?
Okay, now I'm a little bit intrigued to continue the ranking between Mercedes and between Lorenz. In fact, I have a couple of others, Hilda and Ignatz. Well, let's go right into Ignatz. I think these two would work well together.
Ignatz, you're in a hurry. Is something the matter?
The professor wants us to gather at the training grounds. Didn't you hear?
Of course I did. I'll head over in a bit.
Are you sure you want to wait? I can hear the professor calling.
We're not needed until after the lunch hour. We have plenty of time.
Oh, I guess so. I was just panicking a bit. I wish I could be calm like you. How are you so unflappable?
Well, rushing around doesn't help, does it? I mostly try to stay out of everyone's way. There's no point in overexerting yourself. Anything that needs doing will get done eventually.
Huh. So that's the secret to happiness.
I suppose, but it's not nearly as philosophical as you make it sound.
No, it's perfect. I feel like I don't fit in with other people. So in situations like this, where I have to talk to someone, I panic a little. Please, teach me how to be as calm and collected as you are.
Honestly, Ignatz, you're making this out to be much bigger than it is. I mostly just don't pay attention. Being like me is more trouble than it's worth.
But you always seem so happy. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. Come on, let's head to the training grounds. I may slow you down, though.
All right. You don't have to rush. But I'm going to anyway. See you there.
Oh, classic
Goodness,
Ignatz.
don't strain yourself.
Mercedes is definitely a character that I wouldn't mind learning more about. Let's go ahead and do... I was hoping that Hanneman would be up. Let's go ahead and do... Marianne and Lorenz's.
Ah, Marianne, I've been meaning to thank you. The books that you lent me have proved most fascinating. Would you permit me to offer you tea as a token of my gratitude?
I'm a little busy right now. Maybe later tonight?
Of course. I will look forward to it.
Thank you for inviting me over.
Certainly. Thank you for coming. Oh, and please, relax. This is no formal occasion.
Oh, this tea tastes so good.
Doesn't it just? This is my absolute favorite. I'm pleased you like it. This pastry may suit your palate also. It is commonly paired with this tea in my homeland.
It's sweet. It complements the astringency of the tea.
You have exquisite taste, and there is plenty more where that came from. We simply must do this again.
You want to spend more time with me?
Naturally.
Well, that's...
I think that Marianne is the fit for Lorenz if we allow Lorenz to pursue what he felt was his goal. Because Marianne is everything that Lorenz was looking for. Noble raised, would unite houses, has a crest of her own, which admittedly he probably doesn't know about in many circumstances where this cutscene appears, but in this it's pretty clear. But that portion has been resolved. She is very powerful and very knowledgeable in the noble arts. So she is everything that he says he's looking for, and I think that's what this particular support was meant for.
Actually, there's something I need to say.
Yes? What is it?
I've been keeping this from you for a while. It's about my crest. It's just terrible.
Please, that's quite enough.
Oh.
You're trembling. If uttering this secret hurts you, then I have no desire to hear it.
It's just...
Your smile is a greater gift to me than any truth. Whatever you have hitherto concealed, I am certain it is essential to you, and I do wish to know it. But not until the day arrives when you can tell me with a smile on your face. I am not the sort of man to prize my own knowledge over others' happiness, you know. Besides, the mystery is part of your charm.
You're funny, Lorenz.
There, that's what I mean. Your beauty is always captivated, but that smile truly warms my heart.
This is the first time I've smiled in so long, and I have your kindness to thank for that.
As I've said, you are perfect just as you are. But I suppose I can take a little credit. Yes, your radiant smile shall illuminate all the world. With me by your side, you will not be able to help it.
I'm looking forward to that.
They do seem somewhat perfect for each other. Okay, let's take a look at who next. So, Raphael has a few. So, Raphael and Caspar.
Hey, Raphael, you here to train?
Hey, Caspar! You work your muscles almost as much as I do.
Of course. Everyone knows that if you skip a day, you lose 3 days of work.
Ain't that the truth? Let's get to it then.
That's probably enough for today.
You might be right. I'm exhausted.
You know, I really envy you, Raphael. You're huge.
I know I'm big. Everyone knows that. What are you talking about?
I'm not very big, but I've always wanted to be. That's why I train so much. I've grown a bit in the last 5 years, but I'm still not even close to you. I just don't know how to bulk up.
Is that all? I know how to fix that.
Really? You gotta show me.
Follow me.
To the kitchen.
Huh? You just led me to the dining hall.
That's right. Now sit down and eat up.
We're just gonna eat?
Yep. Eating's the best way to get bigger. You gotta eat, and you gotta train. Do them both enough, and you're sure to grow.
Well, I always thought I was a pretty big eater, but maybe I wasn't eating enough? Or not often enough?
Probably both. Look at my plate compared to yours. Now this is a meal.
Whoa, your plate looks like a mountain. If that's what I gotta do, then I'm gonna eat until I can't anymore. I'll eat until there's no food left.
That's the spirit. Come on, let's go clear out the pantry.
Let's do it. I'm gonna eat till I can't move.
Okay, so this is a little bit perhaps inappropriate. And I say that because this is the month where we are short on supplies and need to go get more. Okay, so we had Raphael. Let's check out... Let's do Flayn. Flayn has one with Raphael.
Hello, Raphael. Are you well? Any chance you might be training today?
Of course! My muscles are always ready to train.
I imagine so. Mind if I tag along? I have been practicing my battle cries. I believe you shall notice a marked improvement.
These are just
Wow,
quite frankly
that
awesome.
sounds much better than last time. But try doing it more like this.
Oh, hearing it anew is positively invigorating. I have much training ahead if I am to become as strong as you.
Try not to strain yourself. You've got smarts, so you shouldn't have to worry about your muscles.
I won't be satisfied until my body is as strong as my mind. As my body is so frail, my brother is endlessly worrying over me.
I highly doubt that her body is as frail as everyone is saying.
I know what that's like. I have a little sister too. I always worry about her, even when it's something small, like catching a cold.
Then surely you understand. I want to give my brother peace of mind. If I don't get stronger, I won't be able to do all the things I wish to do. But I'm quite enjoying this. I have never shouted so loudly in all my life. Each time I allow myself to let go in such a way, I feel invigorated.
Well, if you're having fun, I'm not gonna stop you. Go on and shout as much as you want. Give it all you've got, and make your brother proud.
Just you wait. I've only just begun.
All right. Gather up your energy deep in your gut, and get ready to shout.
Okay, and so that... I want to kind of mix it up. We've done a bunch with Raphael, with Lorenz. Let's do one. Okay. Let's do Dorathea and... Oh, Hanneman. Sure.
Ah, time to relax.
Professor Hanneman, do you have a moment to talk?
Of course, Miss Dorothea. Whatever is on your mind.
I heard you were once a member of the nobility, and you surrendered your title to come here.
Indeed, I was a noble once. Why are you so curious about that?
I knew there was something noble about your speech and your perfect manners. You're always impeccably dressed, too, and you have a certain pride about you. What interests me is that you threw it all away. Why?
I threw nothing away, child. In fact, by stepping away from its trappings, in my heart I feel closer than ever to the true meaning of nobility.
How so?
Consider this. At its inception, the concept of nobility assumed that the greatest among the populace would rise to power. In my mind, I believe that means those who value knowledge, those who strive for more and wish to protect and guide their fellow man.
That is a very modern belief. And to be frank, whether nobility is designed by blood, by money, by connections, it is never as noble as that. But it's certainly a noble ideology to have, and if you have an ideology, and it's a noble one, and you choose to pursue it, then perhaps you can better balance out the world.
However, in practice, nobility often serves to keep those deemed commoners down, segregated from those who, by chance, were born to a noble family. That is one of the reasons I decided to leave that nonsense behind and dedicate myself to the study of crests. Though I have abandoned my position, in my mind it was to pursue what I consider to be a truly noble pursuit, that of knowledge.
I see. Well, you're definitely a noble in that sense of the word.
Yes.
To pursue such admirable ideas without regard for your social position. How wonderful.
Pardon?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just very moved by your words.
Ah, well, I'm quite pleased to hear you say so.
Okay. So, next up, let's try Setteth. Oh, I'm actually looking forward very much to the Setteth Hilda, but I'm just going through. Let's do Setteth and Catherine. Both have a unique relationship with, with Lady Rhea.
How are you, Catherine? You look well enough.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Never better.
That is good. I cannot help but be concerned, given your tendency toward incautious behavior. While boldness can be a virtue, I do hope you will bear in mind that recklessness is not. A moment's negligence can lead to a mortal wound for even the most skilled fighter.
You worry too much. If they saw me in action, the wounds themselves would cower.
That is precisely the attitude that worries me, especially given your history. You have been gravely injured before, as you no doubt recall.
Me? Gravely injured? When did that happen?
You mean you have forgotten? It was during your days as a student at the Officers' Academy.
Okay.
There was an excursion, a monster hunt. You charged ahead and left your fellow students behind.
And this gives us a little more insight and hint that Setteth is older than he looks. Of course, refer to my earlier videos on how I believe that he is Saint Sichel, and that his daughter, Flayn, is Saint Sethlien. I don't know if it will be proved in the end or not, but I believe that it is the case.
You ended up alone and surrounded. You almost died. Do you truly not remember?
Are you sure? All I remember is cutting down monsters left and right.
That is true enough, but you nearly bled to death in the aftermath. The Archbishop was so concerned for your life that she tended your wounds personally.
Oh, that was when that happened. Finally! It all fits together. Lady Rhea looking after me. Now that I remember clearly. That was the first time she ever spoke to me. I was lying on the ground, caked in mud, and she gently picked me up, even stroked my hair. The emotions were so overpowering that they must have just cleared away my memory of the whole incident. So it was during the monster hunt. Thanks, Setteth. That's been bothering me for ages.
That is not quite why I brought it up.
Oh, and that's basically the same response that Hilda had. And he's so non-confrontational. It's really, really hard for him to say what he means.
Come to think of it, Lady Rhea hasn't healed me since then. We've got to find Lady Rhea, and then maybe someday she'll honor me like that again.
Okay. And I think Mercedes and Hilda.
Goodness, Hilda, you look worried. Is something the matter?
Oh, Mercedes. I was on my way to the greenhouse to water the flowers. But I have a meeting with the professor right now, so I'll have to be quick.
It must be urgent to call you at this hour of the morning. Go see what the professor needs from you. I can take care of the flowers.
Oh, are you sure? Thank you so much.
It's no problem at all. Let me take the water from you.
Thank you again. I'll see you at lunch.
Right. I'm off.
Oops, my meeting with the professor was tomorrow. Anyway, thanks, Mercedes.
Oh, that's not nice.
Still no Mercedes. All she had to do was water a few plants. I didn't think it would take this much time. It's almost noon. Maybe I'll go see what she's up to.
And that's the last of that. Perfect.
What's taking you so long?
Oh, Hilda. Is your meeting with the professor over already?
Yes. It's almost lunchtime. What are you still doing here?
Lunchtime? I hadn't realized how late it was. After watering the flowers, I noticed that the greenhouse was in need of some tidying. I must have gotten a bit carried away. It's so pleasant working in here.
Oh, pleasant. Sure. You're such a kind person.
No.
Oops.
I should have just done it myself. Waiting for her was so exhausting.
What was
Oh,
that,
Hilda.
Come along, I'm hungry.
Coming! What should we eat?
Oh, Hilda. Alright. We've done so many, and this has been so great. So, I hope that you come back for even more support missions next episode. I'll be coming out with that soon, and you can catch our lives most weeknights. And so feel free to peruse the chat. Perhaps give a like to any videos that you enjoy. And perhaps share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more as they come out. I'm Ndonosci. As always, have fun.